Hi everyone and welcome back to the student blog. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, so on this episode we're going to be chatting with a fellow Wolverine who volunteers at the University of Michigan's Sexual Assault Prevention and Awareness Center. Could you please introduce yourself, Nikki?
Hi everyone, I'm Nikki Dlesk. I am a senior at the University of Michigan. I'm studying psychology and communications, and I have been one of the co-coordinators for SAPAC, which is our Survivor Empowerment and Ally Support Group.
Great, thank you so much for joining. Can you briefly tell me about the type of work SAPAC does and the services it provides to the community?
So SAPAC is made up of both professional staff and also undergraduate and graduate student volunteers. And what SAPAC does is really try to provide prevention education to the university community on issues of sexual assault, intimate partner violence, stalking, sexual harassment, stuff like that. SAPAC also provides crisis intervention and advocacy to survivors who may need it in the community. And so that's when they're really working with professional staff to make sure that they're getting all the accommodations they need, as well as their friends and family that may need it as well.
Can you tell me more specifically about what SAPAC is doing to educate the community about sexual assault prevention?
For sure. So this year we've hosted a wide variety of speaker events that were all open to the U of M community. So really anyone could join in. They were all hosted via Zoom since this year was mostly a virtual year. And these were all hosted in hopes to raise awareness and educate about topics of sexual violence. These topics, I know that myself and the other co-coordinators that were helping to organize them were really trying to be intentional about including a diverse array of speakers and a lot of collaborations with other organizations and departments on campus, both on campus and outside of campus, in order to cater to a wide variety of audiences. We've also hosted and facilitated over 30 workshops for various student groups on campus. Like I mentioned, I'm one of the co-coordinators for the Survivor Empowerment and Ally Support Group, but there are two other branches of SAPAC. And so across the three groups, we present different workshops to different orgs that request them to really have a holistic approach on sexual assault prevention on campus.
What can students do to learn more about sexual assault prevention?
So first and foremost, I want to just say believing survivors and anyone that comes forward, I think, and listening to what they have to say is one of the best ways that you can educate yourself. But then beyond that, just seeking out resources, reading books, and then seeking out those events on campus. I know that Student Life sends an email like every week, including events that are going on, and I would recommend just going through it, see if anything sparks your interest. Also, if you are a part of a student organization, request workshops from us. We love facilitating them. And then lastly, if you do want to get involved at all with SAPAC or just continue to keep up with what we're doing, maybe not necessarily volunteer, but attend our events and stuff like that, we do have a supporter newsletter. So you can subscribe to that and you'll get a monthly newsletter with all our events straight to your inbox.
Every year, SEAS hosts the art show Revolution Transformation. Can you tell me more about that and how this year's event was held?
Sure. So typically we hold Rev, which we shorten it to Rev, in person at Rackham Auditorium, and it's a day-long event, and it's just like a little mini art gallery, and people can come in. There's like hors d'oeuvres, stuff like that. So unfortunately, since the state of the world, we were not able to do that, but we were actually able to curate a lot of pieces into a website, and we hosted an opening night which tried to emulate as much of the gallery walk as possible. And overall, it was a great event. It was just incredibly supportive community. You could tell that everyone there was using this time to process and to heal. This website is actually still up. I believe we'll put the link in the bio so you can check it out if possible, if you want to.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
The only other thing I would say is if you're interested in getting involved with SAPAC, we do host volunteer training every fall. And so be on the lookout for that in the upcoming school year.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Nikki.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us as well. We'll see you next time. Go Blue.